Hello there everyone, so in today's video we are going to be doing a review on Lovelyangemon from the story climax summon. So I know that you are kind of expecting the global video first, but no, this one is just faster to make. So yeah, you will see the global video after this. So yeah, hopefully it won't take too long, but I can't reveal. So let's start with Lovelyangemon's stats. Her stats are really good, the HP is decent, the power is amazing, the defense is decent, and the speed is good. The plugins do make a good job of improving the stats even further, and I can actually tell you that further awakening this Digimon will make her even powerful. And for all the simps who made her level 150, enjoy, you got a Digimon with 17,000 power, and that's just with the attack plugins. If you go even further and decided to be crazy enough and added 2 rainbow crit plugins, then you got yourselves 18,000 power, and that's actually amazing. Now the X skill is pretty much straightforward, just like most of the others. It hits hard and revive, nothing special here, but also nothing trash. It can do a good job with the right support, but that's it. Now the main skill is sort of nerfed in here, I don't really know why. Like last video we had a similar situation with Digimon X and Omegamon X, and it seems like the situation is the same thing here. I don't really know who is the idiot at Bandai who's doing this, but I hope they get fired. And why exactly the main skill? That is what I'm not getting. Like, why not adjust the X skill or maybe balance the entire kit better? Why are they just taking the old kit of that Digimon and improving, or quote-unquote improving it? So yeah, enough ranting here. There are some new stuff here, like the limiter piercing, which I will say doesn't make up for the literal half damage buff, and the cooldown reduction also does make up for it. So yeah, it's not really a good nerf or a good balance for the main skill at all. It's really trash. As for the sub skill, it's again the same situation as the last video with Omegamon X and Digimon X. The sub gets a buff that makes it slightly more useful, but in this case it's not that much. The debuff being 5 turns now instead of 2 is not really a good improvement, to be honest. I would have rather wanted it to be 7, but 5 isn't completely trash either, and the fact that it increases Lovelyangemon's power and also debuffs the enemy is also great, and that's about it. The passive is actually really good. It's a huge step up from the original version. The debuffs are good, the extra damage to deft enemies is also even better, and the 90% power buff for brave allies is really good too, and the limiter also helps out a bit. Now, Lovelyangemon is sort of an improvement here. Now, I'm sorry I will have to talk about the last video again, but this will be the last time, I promise. Now, in the last video, Digimon X and Omegamon X were sort of an underwhelming quote-unquote improvement off of their original versions, but in here it's not exactly the case. Yes, I will say that this super version is complete shit and not a huge improvement from the original version, but if you forget about the original version for a second and start thinking about the usage of this one, then you will see that it's actually kind of useful. It has the ability to perform really well with the right support, and since Brave Digimon have already been popping off lately, and not just Brave, it's actually Power Digimon in general, you could say that Lovelyangemon will do a very good job with its whole being able to hit hard and also debuff, but she won't be doing the most amazing job, so I wouldn't suggest you use her for that. If you have something better, she's essentially just an upgraded Omegamon, and that's it. So right now we got the other Digimon to talk about in the story climax banner. I will be doing a quick review for them, so let's start with Rasinmon Fury Mode, or Rasinmon GM. I don't really know why they call him GM, but roll with it. Rasin GM is pretty much outdated at this point with all the cleansing and quick debuffing and all what's happening in PvP at the moment. Rasin GM won't do a lot to impact or even help you that much, so he's essentially just a collection Digimon. Now, Rasinmon, the super calm version, is also outdated. He's actually even more outdated than GM, I would say, but he can be used for the defense debuff in case you got nothing else to use. And I very highly doubt you will with all the Digimon that can do that nowadays, but if you really don't, then yeah, he can be useful for that. And now for Gaimon Ita no Kata. Now Gaimon is one of my favorites, but sadly I will have to break my sim code in here and tell you that he is very outdated here and won't help you at all in PvP. Although he can help you in Clash if you got nothing that can clean the attack bus from your team, but that's about it and nothing else. Now, Heavy Leomon is still a really good Digimon to use, but you need the right support for him to actually shine. But since we already have a better Digimon than him, I doubt you will need to use him. If you got that better Digimon, however, but if you don't, then go ahead and use Heavy Leomon, but using him will depend on your team and how you will use him. So if he dies on you, then it's like 90% your fault here. And I say 90% because there can be some genuine cases where he is too weak to handle something. Maybe something that came out recently, but yeah, since he is an old Digimon after all. Now for me, Temamon, she's just a healer and that's it, nothing more than that. Now, Nobel Pumpkinmon is a really good Digimon for Underworld Dungeon and for PvP if you are planning to use something like Craniumon X or Lovelyangemon or anything that's new that requires a status resistance debuffer and a healer at the same time. But just like Heavy Leomon, using this guy depends on your team and how you will use him. So if he dies on you, for this guy it's like 50% your fault. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, hit those bells so that you don't miss any video. And yeah, I know I haven't been too consistent with my videos lately, but yeah, I promise when I'm done with the Rearise review videos, because these two do take some time with all the making and stuff, and also me preparing for other videos, like I'm working on multiple stuff together. So yeah, when the Rearise videos do end, like when I'm done catching up and stuff, it will be worth it because I will be working on other videos, other stuff that are not Rearise. So yeah, there will be some variety to my channel. So yeah, hopefully these will be worth your time. So if you want to watch those, then yeah, hopefully you want to stay. And yeah, I'll see you all later. And good luck summoning.